Hello, everyone. First of all, let me introduce ourselves. We are the group one from the course Basic Basic Plant Protection, which is consists of Aisya, Rasendriya, and Juando. Next. 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 Animals are divided into two categories, vertebrate or invertebrate. Some of them can harm plants and be called as pests. Next. So we have 3 points that we want to talk about. The first one is morphology. Pests classified based on morphology. The second one is damage symptom. And the third one is damaged parts of plants. Next.
All right. Today I'm gonna explain how pests are classified based on their morphology. So the first part is still go. Always. All right. The first of all is the first part is the Ashelminthus. Ashelminthus has their key feature, which you can see in this PowerPoint. They are free-living creatures, or basically what we call parasites. They have a bilaterally symmetrical trypoplastic and unsegmented long, slender, and tapers in the end of kind of body. And their body possess pseudoculum, which is an invertebrate that has body cavity. And then next they're kind of like a dioecious one. What is dioecious? Dioecious is a creature where the males are much more shorter than the female ones. And then animal of this phylum, it has organ system level body of organization. So about their organs, their digestive system comprises a complete alimentary canal with the muscular pharynx in Asaris. In Asaris, their rectum opens into the anus in females and cloaca in males, present posteriorly. The respiratory system is absent and gaseous exchange occurs through the body surface. They don't possess a skeletal system, which they using a pseudocolymic fluid which acts as hydroskeleton. And their excretory system is made up from canals, and their reproduction is sexual. Development in fertilization is internal. Development is direct or indirect through the larva stage. The second part is the mollusk, which you can see here, their key features. They're bilaterally symmetrical and trypoplastic, same on the first one, but which they have 3 layers skin. They Their body is soft and unsegmented. The ventral's muscular foot helps in locomotion. And they show organ system grade of organization, which they have. Their digestive system is well developed and complex. It has a radula, which is rasping structure that has continuous teeth. It is used for feeding, The nervous system is made up of paired ganglia, connectives, and nerves. Their circulatory system is open with heart and aorta. Respiration occurs through gills, which called stenidia, and they have pair of kidneys, like us. And their body is divisible into 3 regions, which is head, a visceral mass, and ventral foot. A visceral mass, their body cavity is harmocole, through which blood thing. They can be found in different habitats, which both aquatic and terrestrial. Their ventral muscular foot helps in locomotion, and sex are separate, and reproduction is through sexual reproduction. Fertilization can be internal or external. Right, next. I hope this is going well. As you can see, there has in this PowerPoint we can see their classes. Although invertebrate experts do not necessarily agree on this categorization, but their classes include Gastrotricha, Chinorhynchia, Nematoda, Nematomorpha, and Rotifera. And their pictures can be seen in here. And also for the mollusk, their classes include Bivalvia, Gastropoda, Cephalopoda, Amphineura, and Scaphopoda. And this picture that we can see here is clams and mussels, which they are really from mollusk. I'm so sorry, I think they're not past, but maybe past like sea nails can be. All right, next. And the third part of the morphology is chordates. Chordates are basically animals that we see on the wild. They have their key features is bilateral symmetry. They have bilateral symmetry, segmented body, and a fully developed column, the presence of cartilaginous and bony endoskeleton systems, and a large anterior brain, and with a hollow dorsal single nerve cord, the projection of tail far beyond the anus at any development stage, the existence of pharyngeal pouches, a ventral heart, closed blood system, and ventral and dorsal blood vessels that they have, and then they have the ability of a complete digestive system, which what we have inside of us. And then the fourth part is the arthropods. Their body is trapoblastic, segment, laterally symmetrical, and has jointed appendage which help in locomotion. They exhibit organ system level of organization. The body is divided into head, thorax, and abdomen. The head bears a pair of compound eyes, and the exoskeleton is made of chitin. They are unisexual, and fertilization is either external or internal. Their examples can be seen here. Wait, I'm so sorry. Right. And their classes too. In this PowerPoint, we can see that the text is their the names here that we can see is their classes of these two films. First, we can see in this here is chordates, which is class reptiles, class amphibia, class chondrichthyes, which is fish, class agnatha, which is some kind of like eel, and then the last one is class mammalia. Yes, chondrichthyes like fish can be a pest too. I've read it in news. And then the fourth part, and then the examples of the fourth part, arthropods is Crustacea, which is a shrimp, Myriapoda, Selicerata, Onychopora, and Trilobitomorph. Okay, for the next slide can be explained by my own friend here. Please.
Okay, the next one is pest classification based on damage symptoms. Next. Next. The first one is pest causing puru. So the pest damage the tissue of young plant, and due to the secretion, it's stimulating the tissue to overgrow. For example, Areopis gastrotrichus. The second one is Ederopests. They possess certain qualities of the strong mandibles and maxillae, which enable them to bite and chew plant parts. For example, Sporoptera litura. Next. The sarcopads. This insect possess strong mouth parts called proboscis, which enable them to pierce through the plants and suck liquid materials from plant tissue. For example, is Nila parvata lugens. The borer pests are insects, including their larvae, that are capable of burrowing into plant parts and destroying the tissue of the plants or fruits or seeds. For example, is Leucoporis sp. Next.
Pest classification based on endemic parts of plants. Next. Number 1, in the roots of plants. Causes disruption of the process of absorption of nutrients and water. Example, Uret lepidiota stigma on sugarcane and Ptorimea operculella on potato tubercle. Number 2, on stems, branches, and twigs, causing the transport of nutrients to be disrupted or stopped altogether so that the plant dies or wilts. Example, moth Trichorhiza inotata on paddy plant and Asterolecanium striatum who sucks the juice of orange stem. Now, next. Number 3, in leaves, causes the photosynthesis process to be disrupted. Example, caterpillars, Heliotis sp. on tobacco plant and grasshoppers on mango plant. Number 4, in the fruit, causes the fruit to be damaged or the seeds empty. Example, flies Bactocera sp. on guava plant and fed on jackfruit plant.
So that's bring us to the end, and I would like to thank you for your attention. And if you have any question, feel free to go to comment section below. Thank you.